Your next stop is on Passive.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
You are muted.
Excitement. We're in it to win it. We've seen it. We've seen the highlights. We've seen what Unpassive is capable of doing. We've seen it all. We've seen what us, the founders, the affiliate, the ambassadors are capable of doing. We see our tenacity. How many webinars the Dream Team family has had. Thank you all for being here every Sunday with us. We really appreciate your time. Trust me, without you, there's no Dream Team. And for the Dream Team coordinators, thank you all for your dedication. Without wasting time, I know you did not come here to hear me speak. We have a very important topic today. We're waiting for a windfall, and we cannot have it without having the intelligence on how to handle it. But before we get to that, I'm going to hand it over to our moderator for today. You know, in the Dream Teams, the coordinators wear multiple hats, and they fit in as they need to. So I'm going to shout it out to Sister Kanla. Over to you. Thank you, sis.
Thank you, Queen Sister Dr. Patience, for the opportunity to coordinate today. And it's a pleasure, it's an honor always to be with the Dream Team. Always exciting every Sunday. Welcome everyone to today's webinar. My name is Kanla Rahel Nge, as you know who calls me that, from the state of Delaware, the first state. And I am glad to be here with all the Dream Team leaders, coordinators. We all are, as Dr. P would say, we all do it together as a team. We have those that are working behind the scenes. I want to also add my voice to say thank you, acknowledge everything you do. The YouTube, our sister, thank you. To our welcome team, Sister Marie, Brother Alfred, thank you. And to the other teams, as the webinar will be proceeding, as we'll see every member coming in, the chat monitors, the Word, the updates team, the Q&A. Thank you. I'm not going to name all the names now, but I just wanted to acknowledge that everything we do in the background matters. We all do it as one for the one goal, which is our own passive, our business. And so thank you. For today, I also want to acknowledge all of our unpassive Dream Team founders, affiliate users joining us today on the YouTube and as well as the Zoom here. We are here together and we continue to progress. We continue in this, our unpassive journey together. So thank you for honoring the Dream Team every Sunday, as well as when you go to other team platforms that you do every week. So thank you so much. Before I go to introducing our speaker, our word for today, which is no other person than we know, I just want to also take this moment to say thank you to our Queen Sister, Debbie, who is not here, one of our coordinators, and she may not be here, but we are still going to celebrate her during this webinar for two very good and exciting reasons. Guess whose birthday is around the corner? Sister Debbie. So she may not be here, but she will be joining, we hope, if she can. But let's use this webinar also at some point in time to wish her a happy birthday. This is her week. This is when we say shout out happy birthday, a beautiful and a talented and a very, very modest, loving lady, woman, Unpassivian was born to us, and we were privileged to meet her thanks to Unpassive. So happy birthday, Sister Debbie. I'm just opening up, but we will say more about that. And then to our sister Irene, also another moderator, she may be joining us later on. Thank you, sis, and we hope you're able to join us. All right, now to our word of the day. who is going to be no other person than Dr. John Ajongwen. Please, we know who you are, and we are excited to hear what you have to share with us today in preparing us, our mindset. Our CEO has told us we are all in it to win it. Every step we take, every mindset we do is taking us towards that step. So let's hear what our king and brother is going to tell us today. Over to you, Dr. John.
Yeah, good afternoon, Queen Kanla. Good afternoon, Dream Team members, and everybody that is listening to us now live on YouTube or will be listening to us later. So, when Queen Kanla, when you called me, I just thought I should say, you just have to wait. And then I said, oh, actually, today I just wanted to talk about waiting. So, you know, I started thinking, what should we really talk about waiting? And we human beings are like little kids, right? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? How many of us have heard that and how annoying it can be? Ironically, waiting is one of those character traits that we do not really easily appreciate, and it's not something that is easy to develop because most of the time, waiting is always accompanied by that sense of lack of progress. So let's just think about a farmer who plants a seed. Can you imagine how boring that individual would be if they just planted a seed and have to sit by the farm every day and every night and waiting to see when this cotyledon is going to break open, a shoot is going to come out, and then one leaf, and eventually it comes up to be a plant. I mean, if anybody were to sit down and do that, we'll probably think the individual is crazy. Let's think about ourselves and our kids. You know, we know that there is always that period of waiting when a woman is expecting. There can be excitement. Sometimes, depending on who you are, it's taking too long or it's probably coming so soon. But then this bundle of joy is delivered, and we have to literally watch it go through little steps and stumble and fall and get up. We never really get up and say, you know what, you're 6 years old or you're 2 months old, you should just get up and walk. We actually wait for nature to take its course. We don't get to the point where our kids are like 5, 6 years old and we start wanting them to know or do things that 21-year-old or teenagers do. We tell them, you have to wait to grow up. Those things, when we do, we actually have a lot of benefits from them. However, just think of the society in which we live, the society of instant gratification. Hungry, drop something in the microwave. And if it's taking longer than 30 seconds, you start being antsy. Getting one of those dream cars, you cannot wait to put enough savings across. You want to just go get it. And then as soon as you get it, you see another model or one of those phones that are coming. Oh, let me get the iPhone X because I cannot wait. This one is obsolete. The idea of actually having to wait is something that if we develop that mindset to be able to wait, it comes with a lot of advantages. And what I'm going to try and do is just point to some of them. It's a long list, but one of the things we can say is by us not waiting, we have created in ourselves a life that we think is convenient, a life where, we're living by just click send and then you think. A life where we'll rather just go through the drive-through than sit down and actually have a meal. And so we lose some of those benefits. The very first one I want to think about here is the idea that when we actually wait, priorities become clearer. In our busy lives, it is very easy for us to jumble up all those urgent and important things in life to the point that all of them become, they take the same level of magnitude. So when you get a situation where you actually pause, you actually stop and think, magic really happens, because somehow some of those urgent but less important things begin to fade away. And when they fade away, then the true priorities in life start to come to play and come into focus. And then you realize that the time that you actually spend on those important things becomes beautiful, because time itself has this miraculous way of sifting through the noise and giving us that opportunity to think. It also develops perseverance. You know, I came across a phrase by some guy called Thomas Fox Buxton, which says, with ordinary talent and extraordinary perseverance, all things are attainable. So if we think about perseverance as doing something despite the difficulty or delay in achieving the success, so think about that sneaky word. Think about somebody like a swimmer or some of these athletes that go to the Olympics. How many hours do they spend repeating and doing the same thing over and over and over and over? And then once the mindset and the muscle is developed, they're able to actually go out on the day of the race, fully equipped, fully trained to be able to actually do those tough things that they have been able to do. What if that athlete just got up in the morning and said, you know what, it's time for me to go and run a 100 meters in the Olympics. I'm just going to do it. I can't wait. What would have been the outcome? So if you think again and even look at where we are in our own passive journey and look at what our CEO has been able to bring to us, he has been able to actually bring this mindset of waiting and developing this perseverance. Because once we develop that spirit of perseverance, it also builds mental muscle for us to be able to overcome obstacles. And also, when we wait, we develop some productive habits. Whether you're waiting for a spouse or a book deal or a promotion, your waiting time doesn't need to be wasted. We actually start making plans as to what we would do. You start rearranging your schedule. You start preparing your mind for those higher level activities you may be able to achieve in that new job. You start to do whatever it is to help you position yourself when the breakthrough comes. And so, in as much as our microwave society has created in us that ability to say, can't wait, let's go, 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 go. Just taking that time to think ahead just helps. Let's look at our journey here in Non-Passive. It's been 4 years. Think about all the learnings. Think about all the preparation. We're going to get some more today about financial intelligence. If we hadn't even had that opportunity during this wait to put some real useful things in place, we would have been more frustrated. And what would happen in the long run is we would be like those who we hear asking, why is this thing taking so long? Or what is happening to that your thing, the what they call unpassive. But when you actually have that mindset where you are making the best use of that time to prepare yourselves, the waiting period becomes something that becomes very, very useful. And then the waiting itself, it really gives us an opportunity to understand ourselves, to be a bit more self-introspective. Absolutely, there will be highs and lows in any part of the journey in our life. The irony is that whether you hit the high or you hit the low, none of these actually define us. It is those sticky parts in between that define who we are. Through the slugs of daily living, it is that we discover our greatest strengths and weaknesses. If we do not actually have opportunity to wait, then what's going to be is like we'll just be floating along in life like thought bubbles that are floating in air once a kid has blown them and the wind takes one way or the also allows us not only to rest but to regroup, because there is that mindset of waiting. It allows us to be able to regroup, to be able to think. You may even have the opportunity to even go around and take a nap somewhere, walk around and take some fresh air, recharge your soul, and feed your mind. Learn a new recipe. Yes, even plant that tree or new tree in your life and let it grow. Waiting creates space in our lives, precious time for us, and it creates space for us to be able to get to grips with what makes our heart to beat faster, and also, as I mentioned earlier, what is really important to us. And it does develop patience in us. I was just thinking about, growing up and seeing a lot of these elderly ladies sit down and that requires extreme patience to be able to get the colors in the right spot. I guess I had to wait. Somehow
you were in and
my
out.
internet told me I had to wait for some reason. So I was talking about this idea of actually having to look at somebody who is doing knitting or actually putting together some tapestry. They don't rush those activities. They take their time. And one of the things that you realize is that any piece of art that has anything to do with the word greatness always is produced by somebody that takes its time to look at the details, to be able to actually put the final touches in the right place. So whenever life has us in this headlock where we're going to be thrown somewhere, the best thing that we can do is not to keep fighting it, but really to look at how we're going to manage our energy wisely. Because when you manage your energy wisely, you can actually be in it for the long run. Waiting actually helps us become more resourceful. Because in most cases, the process of waiting is linked with lacking something. And if you think about it, if you lack something, whether it's an empty fridge for someone waiting for payday, or somebody, trying to um, challenge um, to get some into a better position, they tend to actually start thinking of other ways of doing the things rather than just rush in whatever they thought was the right method. So while you may find it frustrating that, oh my God, why is he waiting? It forces us to actually start working smarter. It forces us to think about the alternatives, and sometimes those alternatives can be better. And also, the waiting itself, it enables us not only to develop the resources that we have within, but other resources that we can pull to move things forward. It does also allow us to be able to be more tolerant and empathic to others, because when we are basically working on this aspect of continuous instant gratification, we become so impatient with others. Think about that person who doesn't pull their car off at the end of at the traffic light, and you're so anxious that why is this old lady slowing down in front of me? And then you just zoom past, and then the next thing you do is you stop in front of the same person at the next light. It makes us humble, and trying to be humble actually gives us the opportunity to be more tolerant with each other and to have empathy for each other. It builds our capacity for more change. And more importantly, when we wait, you know, the phrase, I think Queen Benny almost always uses it a lot, that the patient dog eats the fattest bone. Whenever we wait for something, we're more likely to get a better reward from whatever the result is. Or, as others have put it, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. When we actually take time and slow down and wait and think and reflect, we can actually take the opportunity to count our blessings. We can take the opportunities to enjoy the company of one another. And sometimes that rest and that recharging makes that journey, whatever the journey in life that we're taking, to be a lot smoother, to be less painful than if we just kept rushing and rushing and rushing. So if you have been on this unpassive journey and you have been tempted, like many of us, to say, why has it taken long? Then one of the things that we need to do is really bend our heads around the fact that waiting can be our friend and not our enemy. And that the important thing will be for us to shift our minds and enjoy all those aspects that waiting will be able to bring to us. Even we hear it that we should wait for the Lord. There must be true meaning to that phrase. So, if you have been like me, and as I am in many cases, impatient and not able to actually see why things take longer than they should take, my hope today is that we should be able to actually pause, think about life in a different way, be able to take a breather, and just enjoy each other, because we were created for that purpose. And when we enjoy each other, we will be able to actually develop a lot of gratitude for one another as we shared last week. And through that gratitude, we will develop for ourselves fewer and less health effects than if we continually stressed for everything that comes across our path. So to end here, I'm gonna get us to do an exercise in preparation for Queen Aisha. And I'm gonna try and see whether we can actually stop whatever we're doing, pause, and just take a deep breath and wait. Guess what? I'm going to challenge us to just wait for 45 seconds. Don't look at your watch. I'm going to time it for you. Just take a deep breath, relax, and see whether you can do this exercise of saying, think about nothing, just chill down for 45 seconds, starting now. Ooh, okay. I'll challenge you to try this longer. And these are some of the experiences that people will feel. I think some of you found it was too long. Why the hell is he getting us to wait for that? Some people tried very hard to actually get their brain to stop thinking. And you were like trying to say, brain, don't think about this. And there were those people that still had so many things going in their minds at the same time. And a few of you are probably actually just let go and you chill down. And when you do that, one of the things you're going to realize is your body is going to feel a bit more relaxed. Your heart rate would actually drop. And if you push this to 2 minutes and you did it right, you may actually start falling asleep. But whatever it is, when you actually do it, you would feel that just that slowing down of your heart rate, forgetting about all the things that are bustling out there, opens up your mind. It frees you up to be able to take on new stuff. And I'm hoping that many of us did even get a few minutes where we were able to actually relax and get ourselves ready for the super presentation that we're going to get now. And for that reason, I'm going to stop and hand it over back to our moderator.
Wonderful, wonderful. Huge applause to you, Dr. John. Oh my goodness, that was wow. I feel relaxed. I feel more focused. That was incredible. Thank you for that mindset. Oh my goodness, it was brilliant. It was as clear and direct as you could have said, but there are two things I got, which for me, I would like to focus on for the week. You talked about waiting can be our friend and not our enemy. I think you summarized it all. And in the exercise you just did, that 45 or 46 seconds, that was the trick. It did it. Relax, refocus, and it worked very well. So thank you. I know some other team members may have other questions, or they may want to make other exciting comments, but to me, that was it. And it's a good health habit, like you said. Waiting is a good health habit. It is healthy. So thank you so much for that. We appreciate you always. Thank you. So at this time, we would like to move on to the next theme on our webinar today, which is going to be our guest speaker for today. And our topic for today will be financial intelligence by none other than our sister Aisha Ndanusa, all the way thousands of miles of kilometers away in the continent of Africa, from Abuja, Nigeria. One of the powerful ladies leadership we have that works with Pastor P360, Niger the Hot. I know some of us attend the webinar. Yes, if you want to see more of her, that is where she is during the week. Niger the Hot. And so we are honored for her to be able to be here with the Dream Team and being the guest speaker today with a very important topic, financial intelligence. My sister, we are excited and we can't wait to hear what you have to say to all of us today. Over to you. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Sister Kamla. You know, while Dr. John was telling us to wait, I don't really know what happened. The light just went off. You can see everywhere is dark from this side. I'm not sure I'm going to switch my video on. I'll be taking it off.
Yes, we appreciate.
Thank you very much for that introduction. I want to appreciate Dr. John for that wonderful word for today. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending where you're joining us from. Once again, I want to thank you all for joining us from all corners of the globe. I'm so happy to have you all on this session, and I'm looking forward to explore the world of financial intelligence, financial planning together with you guys. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the importance of taking control of our finances in today's fast space world. And again, first, before we go on, I want to ask us a question. What at all are we looking for in this life? Do not assume you already know what you want, what you really need. After this webinar, I want us to take a seat in a quiet place at your own convenience in your room. Ask yourself, are you going to think that it is money that is your problem? I'm not sure. But money is just one aspect of wealth. But for the sake of this webinar, we'll be talking about financial planning. Financial planning for the coming year. So I want us to think how we're going to plan ahead. This year is already gone. And I want us to look forward for next year planning. So financial planning for the next year is a great way to set yourself up for a success and to achieve your goals. So I'm going to give us some steps on how we're going to plan towards our finances. First, I want us to review, or you should review your current financial situation. Are you satisfied with your current financial situation? You need to take stock of your income, your expenses, your debt, and your savings. And we also need to set a financial goal for ourselves. What do you want to achieve in the coming year? Do you want to save for a specific purpose? Do you want to pay off your debt? Or do you want to increase your income? You know, as we are waiting, as Dr. John said, we are waiting. We all have something in mind that we're waiting for, right? That's why we always gather here, because we are waiting. So while we are waiting, we need to look into our finances. You need to create a budget for yourself. We need to make a realistic budget that accounts for your income, expenses, and your savings goal. I also want us to prioritize your needs over your wants. Be honest with yourself about what you need versus what you want. Automate your savings. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your savings or investment account. You can give a standing order to your financial institution for that if you want to automate your savings. You can also pay off high interest debt. Focus on paying off your debt. Interest debt, such as credit card for those of us who are in abroad. You need to balance as soon as possible. You need to build an emergency fund for yourself. You need to aim to save from 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in an easy, accessible saving account. When you are doing this, you need to make the account be very flexible for you to be able to access those accounts while you are saving. You need to invest for the future. Consider contributing for your retirement account. You don't need to be working before you save towards your retirement. If you're a businessman or you don't work, you can also get a retirement for yourself. I don't really know about those in abroad. For us here, as long as you're age 40, you can buy a retirement plan for yourself. If you have the money, you can buy for yourself. But if you don't have that money, the lump sum to buy a retirement for yourself, you can start saving towards your retirement. You can set that as part of your plan towards your financial success. You need to monitor and adjust regularly. Review your budget and financial progress and make adjustments as needed. Remember, financial planning is a process. It's okay to take it step by step at a time. So I want to ask us, what specific area of financial planning would you like to focus on in the coming year? Make sure you write it down for a better accountability. You can also drop it in the comment section. You can share with me. I want to ask us again, how excellent are you in your financial mindsets? Financial planning as a mindset is a powerful approach to achieve financial stability and success. It is about cultivating a way of thinking that helps you make intentional decisions about your money. I'm going to give us some key aspects of financial planning as a mindset. You need to be intentionally. Be mindful of financial goals and making cautious decisions that align with them. Long-term thinking. You need to focus on the future and prioritizing decisions that will benefit you in the long run. While going through your financial mindset, you need to discipline yourself. Developing self-control and sticking to your financial plan, even when it is challenging. I know it is not easy to save. We have so many challenges that we are facing. You know, I can even say that all our day-to-day lifestyles goes with challenges, right? But we need to stick to our plan. So you need to be flexible, being adaptable and adjusting your plan as circumstances change. Whenever you are saving or you have anything, you need to be very flexible with your savings. And also, patience is also part of it. While planning towards your financial life, we need to be patient. Patience is very important. Understanding that financial progress takes time and being willing to wait for your results. Wait is always part of our life. So we need to be patient, willing to wait for a positive result. And also, we need to be gratitude. Gratitude should be part of us also. Whenever we are thinking about our finances, we need to appreciate. Appreciating what you have and avoiding comparison with others. Also, we need to educate ourselves. We need to learn continuously to improve our financial knowledge and skill. Also, accountability is also part of it while we are planning towards our finances. Taking a responsibility for your financial decision and action. By adopting this mindset, you will be equipped to make an informed decision. You're also going to avoid impulse purchases and debts. Sorry, I need to take water. So while we are building our wealth, we're going to achieve financial stability and security also. It's going to reduce our financial stress and anxiety. When you adopt those mindsets, it's going to build wealth over time for you. And I also want us to remember, financial planning, as I said earlier, is a journey, it's not a destination. By cultivating a financial planning mindset, you'll be empowered to make intentional decisions that aligns with your values and goals. How do you approach financial planning? There is a particular mindset or strategy that works for you. It might not work for me, it might work for you. So I want us to take a deep breath again. As I said earlier, do not assume you already know what you want. You really need to sit down, take a note of whatever you want. From there, you start planning your life towards your financial success. In conclusion, I want to say financial planning is a crucial step in achieving financial stability and success by setting clear goals, creating a budget, investing wisely, managing your risk. You can take control of your financial future. Remember, as I said again, financial planning is a journey, not a destination. I encourage you to start taking an action today and to seek out additional resources to support you on your path. Thank you for your attention. And I wish you all the best on your financial journey. And also, I want us to remember, as you are saving towards your financial goal and freedom, don't forget also to invest in your most valuable assets, your health, because a healthy life is indeed a wealthy life. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you, Sister Kamla. You can take it from here.
Wow. Wow, that was so powerful, Sister Aisha. Even with the challenges, even with the difficulty of electricity, you did it. That was outstanding presentation. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for that wealth of knowledge. Wow, that was so powerful. The nuggets were a lot. I took a lot of notes. I hope that everyone also took some notes. And we will be ready to come with some questions or comments or share your own experiences when we get to the Q&D. So, but for now, while we allow Sister Aisha to take a sip of water and wait for Q&D, I would want to say, Sister P, while Sister Aisha is taking a sip of water, let's go ahead and introduce the Q&D, or if some leaders do have
Yes,
a
Dr.
comment to say.
Kind of update, but maybe Dr. Derek can motivate us. The
Yes.
team can come and just motivate us, and then we can go to Q&D.
Yes, I was about to say if some leaders have some comments to say about the theme or to say about a follow-up to Sister Aisha before we go to to update, and then we introduce the Q&D team.
All right.
All right. Any of our leaders, Dr. John, do you have a word to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to jump in there, and this is something very near and dear to my heart. Queen Aisha just this is so timely because it's the right time of the year, the right time that some of us who do year-end taxes will have the opportunity to be able to look back into what we did, and it's really a good time that she's brought this up, because one of the things we normally do is we go ahead, we do our taxes. It gives us a historical perspective of what mess we did the last year, and then we start all over doing the same thing. And so, Queen Aisha, thank you for that brilliant suggestion, that it is not only a time for us to look at what we have done, but also now to be able to reflect and plan ahead. You did talk about making sure that we sit in a quiet corner and think about it. You talked about making sure that we can differentiate between our needs and our wants, which when you talked about, I started laughing because it's the same as when I talked about, those urgent and important things. They all can become urgent, but not all of them are important. So we can always talk ourselves into getting our wants become our needs. So having that quiet mindset, as you have nicely put it, to sit down and think about it at this time of the year when we're reflecting on what we did, is a really, really timely reminder. I just want to thank you for that.
Thank you. Awesome, Dr. John. Sister Kanla, I would like to add something, if you don't mind. You're muted. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. I was.
Okay. All right. So I just want to thank both the speakers today because they actually are connected. They both require discipline, don't they? Dr. John, thank you very much, because like you, I'm kind of an impatient person, but it depends on what you're waiting for, right?
And as you started off by saying, when a woman is expecting, when a family is expecting, they're waiting, and it's something good that's coming, right? And it's not really waiting, it's preparation. So many things have to be done before this bundle of joy arrives. You don't sit around just waiting for the baby to arrive. You have to do this and do that and all kinds of things. Even the mindset has to be adjusted, especially if it's the first child. So thank you for that. You always deliver it so simply that nobody can miss what you're saying. And it's the same thing with Sister Aisha. It requires discipline. And, because it starts there, as she says, it's a process. And we exit processes so often and fail ourselves. We all can achieve financial freedom and success, no matter where we're starting from. It's the discipline to get there, though. And that is what Mr. Ash Mufareh has provided for us and promised us. And so these mindset talks are really, really, really important to absorb them into our DNA and practice them. Thank you both. Very, very impactful talk, and yet so simply delivered. I really love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen Sister Yvonne.
Thank you
for your comment. Much appreciated. Okay, it looks like we do. Okay, yes, Queen Dr. Benny.
I just want to, first of all, say season's greetings to all my queens and kings around the globe. Thank you all for coming. Again, I also want to say thank God for bringing all of us together this evening or afternoon or morning. The reason I'm thanking God is because of the air that you are breathing at the moment, you are not paying for it. So we have to thank God for bringing all of us together. Thank you, our Dr. John, for this amazing mindset. I really appreciate you guys, you and Queen Aisha, when it comes to this financial intelligence. I don't know why she chose financial intelligence, but it's just like artificial intelligence. I appreciate you. Anyway, you make me to understand that if and only that it involves like it gathering information about the financial matters, which is helping individuals also in business, that it weighs the capacity when thriving towards achieving the long-term financial well-being. And it is possible by making informed decision, about spending. You want us to learn how to save our money and investing as well, which it encompasses the data collection and analysis. So, but you make also to understand that to fully leverage this power of financial intelligence, the strategic use of appropriate tools and procedures is very important, which include what? The analysis for pattern recognition, insightful interpretation for sound decisions, and making a proactive risk mitigation strategic in-depth expertise to financial crime and detection overall culture that will promote a timely reporting and future action. Thank you all. But it is time for us to really know what finance is important to you and I. Taxes are coming that all of us have to learn and try to go and file your taxes, know what you want, especially when the time comes for us to receive the dollars. Thank you so much. I love each and everyone. Merry Christmas in advance. Thank you, Dr. Johnny. Queen Aisha, love you all.
Love you too, sis.
Thank you, Queen Sister Benny. All right. Thank you, Queen Aisha. All right. Maybe if no other hand at this time, we can move on to the updates for today. And we will be hearing from none other than King Dr. D and the team, which I happen to be. I'm wearing many hats today. So But at this time, I would like to call on Dr. D. Dr. Derek.
Mercy. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. All right.
Yes.
Peace, blessings, and of love to each and every one. Hope I'm coming through good. Because I don't know, sometimes Zoom just doesn't work with my setup. But thank you all very much. Really, really appreciate. Thank you very much, King Dr. John. That was an awesome. Because the mindset is what it is all about for us at this juncture in a passive. It's all about the mindset. Because if the mindset is not good, then it doesn't make any sense. And not only in passive, but in life in general. And also, thank you very much, Queen Aisha. Oh my goodness. I didn't know that section of financial intelligence. Oh my goodness. I tell you, you need to team up with King Dr. John and do a dynamic duo on the whole financial aspiration that is about here. So wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Aisha. That has to be originated in Lagos, nowhere else but in Lagos. All right, and remember they are on the other side of the planet. You understand? So it's like 12 hours on the. I think it's what morning now. In it's no about 1 o'clock in the morning or 12 o'clock at night. Something around this. So one of those. All right. And so, thank you very much for staying up for this webinar. Queen Aisha, really appreciate. Looking beautiful as well. And I hope your husband really appreciate you. Definitely. All right. Thank you very much. Yes, we are definitely on the update team. And I will also introduce the next update team member, which is me. Over to you.
Yes, Dr. D. I am Queen Kanla Rahel. Yeah, from the state of Delaware. A member of the update team as well. Thank you, Dr. D.
All right, wonderful. As you know, there is no brand spanking new update that has been released in the OES, and so the only update that I have is for us to continue being patient. Just continue being patient. I believe that we are going to bang in 2025, so let us just be patient. It is there. As you can see, that is one of the reasons he, open up the OES so that at least we can be assured that we are not going anywhere. Remember, it is 10 years that we signed the agreement with the station, the train station, station 29. 10 years. We will walk away from that. We didn't rent 2 floors on the Burj Khalifa. We didn't rent it. We purchased it. Let us understand what we have done. Right? We haven't rent. We have purchased. We are 10 years citizens in the UAE. 10 years Dubai. 10 years citizen, not 3 as most companies. Most companies only 3 years they get. Some kind of do 5 years. We have a 10-year citizenship in the UAE. So we're not going to stop being antsy. We don't need to be antsy. Let us be patient and let everything be stabilized, because that is what we are doing. We are stabilizing on passive. It was turbulence. I don't know if you've ever been at sea, like maybe Paul. Paul has been shipwrecked about 2 or 3 times. You understand? So yes, we have been shipwrecked once. All right. So let us have patience. Let us really exercise some patience, because unpassive is not going anywhere. We are stabilizing everything, and we are putting things in the proper perspective, getting things to roll out properly sometime in 2025. So let us just be patient. Let us truly be patient. No business, no company ever reach success in 6 years or 7 years, not even 10 years. We know most of these big major corporation and giants that we know now today, like Facebook. Facebook took 13 years. Um, Apple. Apple took 40 years. Microsoft took 14 years. Don't mention Disney World. Disney World company took 72 years. No, 76. 76 years. Yeah, so listen, let us be patient. Let us really be patient. If we want something to be sustainable, let us be patient. All right. So conduct a patient, and ask her how she become patient, and try to learn from Dr. Patient, and let us be patient, and maybe with a PhD. Patient. All right, let us be patient with a doctoral patient, and we can call Dr. Patient and find out how she did it. All right, wonderful. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Over to you, Queen Aisha. No, Queen Hannah Rahel.
Thank you, King Dr. Derek, for that beautiful update. Thank you. We appreciate you. And want to say thank you for all you do for the Dream Team. You are the brain behind the beautiful flyers, behind most of the technology, everything we are seeing, the coordination. We are privileged to have you with us. It's an honor, and always thank you for everything, Dr. G. Thank you. All right. At this time,
Wanted to say a couple of things if I have the time. First, I want to thank all the speakers. So far, this has been a very warm seminar. The finances at the time that we need to be reminded the year is running out. First, I want to thank my brother John for the mindset. Um, you know, sometimes you wait because you have to wait. Like the example he gave of a childbirth. We know we have to wait for the child. And then the baby is born after 9 months, if everything is okay. If not, maybe it'll be a cesarean or whatever, but baby comes and then we'll wait for the baby to crawl. I remember every time my granddaughter wants to go upstairs, I have to crawl with her to make sure you can't run. You have to do it slowly. And the other day I was looking when she walked down past me. I'm like, oh my God. I waited for her to crawl up and said, don't come down. I'll take you down. Now she can crawl up and come down randomly. So we know we wait. In some instance, we wait because of situations that happen, an unfortunate situation. You're on a job, you're on a contract, the company lost money and they lay you off. You're not gonna freak out. You look for other places or you wait and then they call you back. As a contractor, I know several times that I've been on bench, just waiting, and as soon as something picks up, we're called back. We exercise patience or do other things. We don't break out and say, I got to leave, I'm done. No, we know that's the next step and we prepare for that next step. In this situation with Unpassive, what happened, happened, and we are where we are. I do not think we will be waiting, and I don't think the CEO will still want us to be waiting at this time if the unfortunate thing that happened did not happen. But we have to understand that things happen, but we are behind him. We know his desire. We know, his mindset is to uplift humanity and us working with him as a team. We are part of his dream. And so we know, and like Brad John said, this is a time to get ourselves engaged in a lot of other things in preparation for what's coming. So thank you for that, for reminding us that sometimes we'll wait, not because we want to wait, but we have to wait. So let's do it with grace. As the guest speaker was speaking, I typed in and I thought she would look at it and laugh. She said, what's your financial goal? I said, my financial goal is to make more money and buy a retirement house at Banana Island. She know where that is. I thought she'd be laughing her head off saying, okay, what are you going to do? Well, that's part of my plan for unpassive. When your passive money comes, I want to buy a retirement home in Banana Island in plan for my retirement. So I have a plan. Write it down. Then start
Amen.
towards it and start making plans, towards it. And once you put the goal down in writing, it's easily it's accomplishable than when you just thinking about it. And other things might come, and then you may not show a real commitment to it. So thank you again for reminding us that we need to have a plan and write it down so we can see it. I have to save X amount of money every month. Write it down. I put some things on my phone that while I'm driving it will pop up, like do not text while driving. I'm not texting, but it's a reminder in case somebody called me and I forgot to drop the phone. And then it says save X amount of money every month. I have to remember that every time I get paid. So if you don't write it down for someone to remind you, things happen day by day that just might not make you be able to stay focused on that financial goal. Thank you for the financial intelligence that brings out the secret that we need to work with. Uh, the moderators, thank you for your doing a great job. I don't want to take any more of your time. We're having a good time while waiting for, the breakout that is coming in 2025. I have no doubt in my mind. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Shaggy, for that beautiful contribution. And you are absolutely correct. I mean, Dr. John said it, Queen Aisha said it. That is our mindset, being intentional. When you write it down, you're being intentional. When you read it, you're being intentional. Whether it's your calendar or whether it's on your notebook or wherever you want to have it. I know at home we have our maybe boards or something in front of the fridge, sometimes in the bedroom. For those who have work in offices, we have all of those on the board where you go as a constant reminder. You read each of those every day as you have to go. It helps you achieve your goals. It helps you get to where you want to go. So that is not different from what our sister has reinforced and reminded us today of our financial planning. Write them, read them, be intentional. If you forget, that is going to be your reminder. And the mindset, our brother King Dr. John just reinforce it. That is the journey. It's ongoing. That is how we use it to reinforce, and that is how we use it to build alternatives or change ourselves in the process, because we learn and we change and we get better ways of doing things that do not work, or even better ways to do even newer ones or newer plans and strategies that are ahead of us. So thank you so much. So at this time, Dr. Patience, we go ahead and ask the Q&D team to introduce themselves, and then we can then proceed to say goodbye to the YouTube, and then we can get into the Q&D proper, because we do not want to ask questions or answer questions that may be proprietary. So I would like to call on our Q&D team to introduce themselves at this time, led by none other than the First Lady of Unpassive, Queen Dr. Benny.
You bet. No one can take my spot.
Oh, yes. Over to you, Queen.
Thank you so much, our moderator. We really appreciate you. Thank you again. I will ask Queen Yvonne Finn to proceed, please.
Thank you, Queen Dr. Benny. My name is Yvonne Finn. I reside in Canada. We have 5 balmy degrees centigrade here. It's very sunny though, so I look after the chat. That's where I work most times. Thank you, Dr. Benny.
Thank you so much. I know that we have our presenter who is also she is our question and discussion team as well, but I don't think we should introduce her because she's already here. Queen Bridget, are you available, please? If not, I am going to, my name is D. Benny in singlets. Should I say from the sunny island of Chevy Chase, Maryland, United States. I want to take this moment to really thank our welcome team, Queen Marie Pendy, King Alfred Chair. I appreciate you all for everything that you've done and everything that you guys will continue to do. Our mindset for today, the real man, my brother, our King Dr. John Ajongwen. Thank you so much. We all love you with all our heart, mind, and soul. Then we have what? Our presenter for today, Queen Aisha. You know, we all love you. Despite the fact that you guys notice that she always have problem with her phone, right? But today, because the Lord wanted her to do something, to teach us something about the financial intelligence. Queen Aisha, Papa God loves you too much. Thank you for your extraordinary presentation. Thank you. Hey, guess what? Our moderators, you have Queen Dr. Pat Ajongwen. I know you're always here. You will always be here for us. We love you with all our mind and soul. Then you have Queen Kamla. Come on now, look at her. Jesus Christ. You know, she wears multiple hats. Surely, she's also with question and discussion team, even though I'm supposed to call her, right, to discuss. Hey, Queen Kamla, we love you. With all that you do within this, our amazing webinar. Thank you for everything, for the love that you have within Unpassive. Hey, do you guys know about Queen Rose? She is monitoring the YouTube. We don't see her, but she is one of our moderators and we love her too much. Queen Rose, happy, what should I say, season's greeting to you and your entire family in South Africa. Then you guys noticed about our update team. Do you guys know who this man is? Our King, Dr. Derek. He is everything to all of us. And he is someone who does not play. But he does what, to me, what is right. because he goes out there and does his research. Thank you, King Dr. Derek. And guess what? Our update team again, we have who? Queen Kanla. Are you kidding me? She is wearing all the hats. Hey, Jehovah God. Anyway, then you have our Queen Yvonne Finn. You are a chat monitor and you do everything. Who are you again? You do mindset, you do everything. Thank you, Queen, sweetheart. Anyway, I just want to thank each and everyone coming here. Remember, we all love each and everyone. And remember what Queen Lerato said? If nobody said, I love you today, D. Benny said, I love you guys with all my heart and soul. Thank you, Queen Carla. I will hand it back to you. Hi, King Carlton. I love you too. You know that. Yes, sir.
We appreciate that. Thank you for all the love. Thank you, Dr. Benny. We love you too. We love you as much as you love all of us and as much as you love Unpassive. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Queen. All right. Thank you for that. Before I pass it over to Queen Dr. Pat, I just want to say thank you to our queen and sister who is not here today. We were talking of part of the moderation team, Sister Queen Debbie. At the beginning, I had talked about we have a queen to celebrate this weekend, her birthday. And not only her birthday are we celebrating this week, but she is out today because of a very special and important event. She is being dedicated today in church. And so I want to use this opportunity to say thank you, Queen Sister Debbie. You may be absent from the webinar today, but I know you're going to watch it later on. We want to say thank you, sis, for all you do. Thank you for who you are. And thank you always for going way, way, way beyond for all of us, for the team, for the Unpassive as a whole, to all the different platforms. We know the mantle you hold in the background, what you do. On your special day, we want to say thank you. We are grateful, and we are with you in spirit, celebrating with you. And we can wait for you when next you join to say congratulations, sis, on your special dedication today to the CWA, Catholic Women Association. That is a very special moment with your God and with your sisters of the Catholic Women Association. And we pray that may this journey you have embarked on continue to be the best and always be joyful, fulfilled in your life, in your family, and everything you do for your community and with your God. So happy dedication day to Queen Debbie, and happy birthday to Queen Sister Debbie as well, as we celebrate your birthday as well. All right, over to you.
Hold on. Please.
Dr. Benny has it.
Oh, Dr. Benny. Oh, sorry.
May.
I did not realize your hand was raised.
It's okay. Can you believe that I forgot my own sister's birthday? Happy birthday. Happy birthday, dear Queen Debbie. Happy birthday to you. Queen Debbie, I know you are not here, but I know you're going to listen to this. May the Lord be with you. May the Lord guide you. May the Lord protect you with all the dedication that you have within Unpassive, the love that you have with Unpassive, everything that you are doing. Hey, Papa God, if you, whatever thing you want, It is stated in Matthew 7:7. Ask you shall receive, seek you shall find, and knock and the door will be open. Queen Debbie, just ask, and God will give you anything that you want in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Wow. Thank you. That was so deep. Oh, Pastor P. Pastor Peter's hand is also raised. Oh, Paul. My apology. You see, the spirit of the gospel is with me today. Peter, and I'm calling you. My apology. Pastor Paul, over to you. I see your hand raised. Pastor Paul, are you still there? I don't see you anymore.
Hello, hello, sister. Hello, Sister Carla.
Yes, I can hear you now.
My network is bad. I'm just coming out of the church. I just want to briefly appreciate everyone, both the moderators, our great presenter today. I mixed the presentation, but I'm going to listen to it immediately after the webinar. And I really appreciate everyone. Thank you.
Wow. Talking of waiting and patience and perseverance, like our mindset today talked, perseverance. In the difficulty of network, you persevered and you still tried and you joined just to say you are here, you are listening, and you will go back. Pastor Paul, we say thank you. Thank you. You are an example of our mindset today, waiting and implementing it. We appreciate you. All right, over to you, Queen Dr. Pat. Queen Dr. Pat. Okay, while we are waiting for Dr. Pat to come on, we are about to say goodbye to our listeners and viewers on the YouTube for today, so we can be able to move on to the Q&D proper with all the questions and answers. And so please, if you do have your questions, put them in the chat or be ready to raise your hands. If you have comments, contributions about the mindset and the presentation for today, go as well. Put them in the chat. We will read them out for you if you are not able to raise your hands. So let us prepare to get into that the Q&D session with everything that we have to ask and to comment on today. So, thank you. Let's see. It looks like Dr. P is still not able to talk. Okay. Dr. John.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe, okay, then you can go ahead and give us your closing remarks for the presentation or your mindset for today, as well as Sister Aisha, and then I will say goodbye to the viewers on YouTube.
Yes, I think it's amazing what we have had today. The 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 power of planning, the power of waiting, and Queen Aisha, really, as I said, she touched the the right nugget. I don't know. This looks like some real divine planning for this particular topic that she just brought up, and just the nuggets that she threw in there for us to really take into the new year. It's shaping up to be a wonderful year as we all move into it, and how better for us to actually get into it better prepared. And I keep telling people, I joined on Passive about 4 years ago, and if on Passive had gone live like within the next couple of months, I probably would have been like one of those people who won the lottery and then either became broke or they did something super stupid and killed themselves. But having actually had the opportunity through this platform and the sister platforms, um, as Brother Shaggy said, yes, some of the waiting is imposed waiting, but as we learned, even whether it is a planned waiting or waiting that is imposed by external conditions, what we need to do is use that waiting to our advantage. Use it to develop our emotional, our mental, our financial, as well as our health. I think that was Queen Aisha actually just threw that in at the very last moment. But for me, I want to make sure that that is probably the strongest message that she said, because I have never come across um, a rich person or a wealthy sick person who is enjoying their wealth. Come across um, a healthy broke person who is enjoying life, but not a broke uh, or not a wealthy sick person. So health and wealth go hand in hand. Let's take care of our health. Let's continue to take care of our minds, because our health is both our physical, emotional lives that we need to take into care. And we are blessed actually that platforms like this ones here, we're not only building our individual emotions as well as our physical health, but we're also building some real powerful network. I think everyone here can attest to the fact that um, with confidence, you can literally go to any part of the world and you know that you have a brother, you have a sister, you have a king, a queen that you're going to just see, and it looks like, oh, we've been together for the last 4 years. And it is the benefit of this wait that we have had to wait. For those who have been very impatient and have sort of wandered away and told us, just tell me when the money starts coming, they're going to really miss the journey. And I'm really blessed and happy to find myself in the middle of all these lovely human beings here that we have been able to journey together. And as I said, you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go as a team. And I see us going far because we are going as a team. And I just want to thank you all. Going and thinking about these mindsets to actually prepare for them, it really helped me a lot. So, Queen Aisha, once more, thank you for those financial nuggets. You loaded so much into your short presentation. As somebody who understands the content that goes behind that, I know that each of your phrases that you make is a complete lecture in its own right. So never mind. When that time comes, some of us will be joining Brother Shaggy on Banana Island, where we can be closer to you, and why not also get the emotional as well as the financial intelligence. Thank you again, and back to you, Queen Kanla.
Thank you so much, Dr. John. Thank you for that closing remarks. We appreciate it. All right, Queen Aisha, I would like to call you at this time for your closing remarks, and then we can pass it on to Queen Dr. Patience.
We know with the network sometimes. And Queen Aisha. Right. If she comes back in, we'll let her speak. Thank you all. Thank you, Queen Dr. Benny. Sorry, I know you were trying to get my attention. I had to just do some quick background emergency. Thank you all. I was here. I could hear people, but I was trying to take care of mom. And I just want to say that I appreciate all of you, the Dream Team family, and all of you, our extended. We have an internal family and extended. Internal one is the ones that are trying to go in the background and put all these things together. And as we said, tomorrow is one of the big coordinator of the Dream Team, her birthday, Mama Debbie McCormick. She's not here today because she's doing something in church. She was dedicated today in church. So she took a journey to be a leader in her church. So she was being dedicated today. So we really appreciate her. Yes, thank you, Dr. D, for all you do for us. Thank you, Queen Kanla, always wearing multiple hats. Thank you, Queen Marie. Thank you, Queen Yvonne, Queen Dr. Benny, and Queen Aisha. Thank you all for always there. Always, thank you, Dr. Brother Shaggy, Pastor Shaggy, for always the insightful question. Yes, you can see a broke man healthy, enjoying life, but a rich, sick person will just, you can't enjoy life if you have good health. So join our sister platform to keep that mindset moving. Engage. If you go to Mindset Monday with Queen Miriam, you'll keep reminding us about everything, right? The deep dive, globally changing life, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesday, our First Lady, Queen Benny, has taken us through a whole cybersecurity journey, how to stay protected. We know the world is becoming digital, whether we like it or not. So we have to learn how to protect ourselves, our information, because our information is money, and our account. And on Thursday, they really deep dive on our health, right? Little things that we can do. Why God is the #1 healer. The others, 8 doctors are there. Rest, exercise, sun. We go, Dr. D will take a deep dive in the deep dive globally changing life. So we don't have any reason not to start looking into what we can do through God that strengthens us to get ourselves healthy, to stay healthy, so that we don't have all this windfall and sit one place and wait for somebody to come and take us from one place to another. So let's keep praying that the Almighty God will strengthen us and help, give us the help we desire, so we can really, truly go out there in the fields and help those that really desire it. So keep fit. I know it's winter. Queen Yvonne is enjoying the 4 degree or whatever degree is there in Canada. Here in the US, I'm already too cold. See, I wrapped myself in the beginning. But let's stay safe and wait patiently. You don't want to go alone. Because you go alone, you can be fast, but you will not go far, right? As we heard from our mindset today. But if we go like a team, we can go far, right? If you have $10, you can do only so much with it. But if you have 100,000, you can imagine. So coming as a team, we all know the saying back in Africa, a typically saying is our broom. If you take one broomstick out, it's easy to break it. But try to break a stack of them put together. It's difficult to break it. So we are stronger together. So let's stay together. Let's keep encouraging one another while we wait. It's okay to wait sometimes. Waiting is not wrong. It's just, let's wait. But let's support each other while we are waiting. And don't forget to join our brothers in All Passion, Malaysia, Singapore Global at I think it's 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time now. And Julipia Empowerment Humanity on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we are back here on Sunday at the Dream Team. And next week, we have another fire chat with our brother, Michael Williams Ames. Come with your question. Come with a insightful question. Not when are we launching, but a insightful question that all of us can learn. If there's no other question, there's nothing else, I am going to open the floor.
Thank you, Ma. I was saying, yes, I was saying
Aisha,
my.
go ahead.
Thank you. I want to appreciate everyone who has participating with us this night on today's section, and I want to appreciate Dr. John for your word. Your word is so impactful in my mind. Whenever I had you speaking, I always
Aisha, you're muted. Maybe you accidentally mute yourself. That's this.
Oh my God. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
I hear you now.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Joy. Thank you, everyone, for your words, for your kind word. Before we close this session, I also want to remind us, as we all say, while waiting, as we are waiting, we should also stay focused, stay disciplined, and keep moving forward. Thank you once again. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you, Queen Aisha. We appreciate you and we love you.
Thank you, Queen Aisha, for all you do. Thank you. You see, that is the spirit, the unpassive spirit. Even when the data is giving us issues, you still find the time and the means to come and educate us. So are we going to unmute everybody?
Thank you for your effort as part of NEPA.
Yes.
Yes.
So we can all say we are in it to win it. Dr. D, do we have to get out of YouTube before we do our celebration for Queen Debbie? Or is this the video have songs that is proprietary? Dr. Derek, any idea?
While you're waiting, Sister Patience, did you thank Sister Rose? I don't remember.
Oh, wow. Sister Rose is, she's on the YouTube. She's our moderator. They're keeping everybody on the YouTube honest. Thank you, Sister Rose, for being there. Even with the load shedding in South Africa and the thunderstorm, she's online. So we don't take her services for granted. She's the one of the underlying people. So thank you, Sister Rose, for being there and keeping us honest and making sure people on the YouTube, if they have any question, it comes to us and just make sure that nobody go out of our spirit of being united and in good spirit. So Dr. D, is that the celebration something we can do on YouTube, or should we just close YouTube and do it out of YouTube? So again, I just want all of us can just shout happy birthday to Queen Debbie. At least that one is not proprietary. Tomorrow is her birthday, as I said. She was doing something in church, which is a good thing, okay, to take the next step to be an elder in church. So we can just also say happy birthday, Queen Debbie, if we want. Everybody unmute themselves and say that. That would be great. We can at least capture that on YouTube. I don't think
Okay.
I think
Happy
that's
birthday,
Birthday, Queen Debbie. Happy birthday.
Debbie.
Birthday, Debbie. Happy birthday, Debbie. Happy birthday, dear
Happy
Debbie.
birthday
Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Thank you, Mama Eddie. That's nice. So happy birthday, Queen Debbie.
Happy
Today.
birthday to
We can't wait for you to be back next week again. So with that said, Dr. D, let me know
what's your financial
when we close the YouTube so we can but before we do that, we can all unmute ourselves and say we're in it to win it. We cannot live without saying that, right?
Happy birthday.
We're in it to win it.
We are in it
In
to win it.
We are in it to
Shake
win
it up.
it.
Here's a pop.
You can stop us.
Hi, pretty girl.
Nothing can stop us, Brother Shaggy is saying. That's right.
We are unstoppable. In it to win it.
Bye-bye, everybody.
All right.
Recording stopped.
Mama Eddie.
My queen.
All right,
Eileen.
over to you, Queen.
Pretty queen.
You and the
Oh, thank you so much. You guys notice, I believe you guys were listening to our presenter and our mindset. Brothers, just want to find out from you all, are you guys excited? Come on now. Unpassive is everything to all of us. Because sometimes I say, I eat, I drink, I sleep, and I dream unpassive. I don't know if you guys think the same way like me. Do you guys have any question, please? Remember, when it comes to finance, without money, you guys cannot even pay any of your bills, right?
Mhm.
Aren't you guys excited with what transpired this afternoon or evening? Come on now. I need you guys to raise your hands electronically. If you have any question, if you don't want to raise your hand, write it on the chat. Come on now. I need to see excitement from my brothers and sisters, my queens and kings. Come on. Hey, my God, this season is coming too. I'm waiting.
Well,
We are waiting. Sorry.
you already heard what Brother Shaggy, he says, you already saw that 2025 financial goal, make more money. And then he also says he wants to buy that retirement home in Banana Island. I am assuming that's on the continent of Africa.
Oh, I know I will not go to Canada because it's too cold.
Well, I can always move somewhere else when I have the money, can't I?
All right.
Somewhere warm.
Come to Banana Island.
Banana. Okay, Brother Shaggy.
Summer all year long.
All right, Dr. Derek, if when you have time, then you can shut the YouTube. I think we'll.
I thought he has done that. Oh, I'm
I have
sorry.
to capture your lovely face on YouTube, Dr. B.
I am sorry. Okay. Hi, Brother Shaggy. Thank you so much for your love and support within Unpassive.
Okay. When you close the Dr. Patience, Dr. Benny, there's one question on the chat. I'm not sure. It's not to do with the financial presentation today, but it's a question nonetheless. So.
All right, we're waiting for Dr. Derek. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Derek. Evangelist Derek, where are you? Man of God.
Thank God I was able to finish my presentation. My network is so.
It's unstable, isn't it? Yes.
Blessing and holy enough love to you, Dr. D. Where are you? Answer your name.
Dr. Derek is here.
No, Dr. Derek.
Dr. Derek is in another room.
Oh.
He said, oh, you don't understand. Those in Nigeria will understand. Another room.